Okay, can I start the session with a TPK? Which player should I make suffer? Oh, hi, Editing Matt here. You may notice that in this episode, some of the audio goes a bit skew-if. Please note that we are trying to fix it during the edit, and hopefully it's okay, but bear with us on this one if that's okay. Anyway, back to Matt.
Okay, and so we are live. I can see it's popped up on my thing and in my other thing down here. I pointed at my phone.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you watching with a curious eye, wondering what I pointed at. But no, welcome back. It has been a couple of weeks since the fantastic adventurers who were called something featuring Nycholas, wasn't it?
We will remember.
It was the Fey Founders.
The Fey Founders featuring Nycholas, yeah.
Yes. No, featuring the right hand. Write that down in my really, really neat notes.
I think we should introduce our players. I'm going to do it in a completely different order to what I would usually do.
Ooh.
So I'm going to start from the middle.
Oh.
Okay.
And that will be starting with the lovely and incandescent Kelly Weldon.
Hi. I play Lady Violet, a rogue. Isn't that fun? I'm a little fairy.
We've all lost the plot.
Yes.
We had it.
Well, we're about to find out what the plot is shortly. So, Lady Violet, you said a little fairy. Can you be a bit more specific about what kind of little fairy you are? Or is that
A
just...
changeling. So I shapeshift. And it's gotten us out of some sticky situations so far, which has been quite fun. And yeah, I am of high stature, trying to sort of escape my gilded cage, as it were.
Question for you. Lady Violet, hypothetically, is stood at the pearly gates of the afterlife. What one thing will be said to her to deny her entry, and what would Lady Violet's response be in order to actually convince them to let her in?
To let me into heaven?
Yeah, so what would they say to keep you out? It's like, you can't come in because...
Okay, what has she done? I think perhaps... Well, she would. I think she likes the finer things in life. Probably not tithing enough, I imagine.
So you'd say it'd be one of the seven deadlies, and potentially vanity or greed would keep her locked out.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. So St. Peter has said you're not getting in because you're greedy and you're vain. Lady Violet can say, no, I am actually getting in because... Oh, what did I do that was nice that one time?
I like that one time.
that one.
I think
family.
she's trying. She's still pretty new to this.
The hero malarkey.
Yeah, it's really hard work. I think perhaps she gave away maybe a bit of finery to someone that maybe just about needed it. And I did actually kind of save a girl the other day, actually.
Yeah,
Don't forget.
Lady Violet's track record with innocence is, and that's innocent plural, not with the concept of innocence.
Innocent people.
The innocent.
There were so many clearer ways I could have said that. Thank God I'm not hosting a Dungeons and Dragons stream.
And you're not Connor.
Connor, are you just drinking milk?
Milk on its own? Out of the carton?
I hope that's just your milk.
Yeah, I live alone. It's mine.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, that's less weird.
Still, I think... I don't know, Connor. I think I'm going to have to take away your level up.
What kind of milk? Why? What does that do? What are we talking?
Is it a blue top, red top? What's the situation?
Green semi-skim.
Semi-skim. Meat in the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, thank you, Lady Violet. So, you would be denied entry for, being nobility, essentially.
Yeah.
And being accustomed to
They
that
don't
life.
deserve
But
to get in.
actually, no, when people need help, and if they haven't wronged me in some way, then I'm Captain Compassion. And then just reintroduce yourself. So,
Die.
I wouldn't die, because I have to introduce the lovely and incandescent Charlie Cook, soon to be Charlie Wilson.
I'm getting married here. Hi everyone, I'm Charlie. Charlie reads on all the socials if you're into reading. I am too. And I play Dickie, who is a little guy in the most typical sense, and is a ranger and a novice, part-time apprentice, freelance highwayman. But has come from the Fey realm, so doesn't quite understand how human Earth works just yet. And is so excited to meet their new friends.
So, as we've established, Dickie is a member of the Fey.
Yes.
And he's quite new to this world and its customs and all the different weird little inventions that the One Lives, which is the fairy term for non-Fey.
Yeah.
Akin to Muggles, but without all the overtones of transphobia. But we also established that the Fae experience time slightly differently, so he might have knowledge of things far-flung in the future to this world. What one creation that does not exist yet in this world is Dickie most excited about and is having a hard time explaining it to everyone else?
So something that doesn't exist in the 1700s that might exist now. That
was
super excited. Just in
something
the
that existed at any time between the 1700s and now. Dickie is like, I cannot wait to tell everyone about, I don't know, microfiche.
I think that Dickie would be very excited by the prospect of coloured clear plastic blow-up furniture. That's going to be a very exciting time. And the idea of trying to explain a clear coloured plastic that you blow up and sit on. People aren't ready for that in Middle Ages England. They're not ready for that, but Dickie is.
But presumably, so the description of a clear plastic that you blow up and sit on, surely, like, at least in Elizabethan England, they would have had a concept of chairs.
Yeah, they're not plastic.
Yeah, that's true. Imagine
Imagine
dinosaurs have crushed down over millions of years, and we take that and then we crush that further.
Yeah.
Fuck's a dinosaur.
George Washington said, like, I missed it by like 1 year. I'm so mad. But yeah, that's what Dickie's super excited for, the idea of blow up furniture.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that, Charlie. And
Hey.
we're excited to see Dickie in action. Well, that brings me neatly to the lovely and incandescent Oliver Gregory.
Hello. I'm Ollie. I'm playing Elaris Vael. He is a warlock of the Fey. He likes to sort of spend a lot of time in the forests, foraging, looking for lovely things, collecting bark and different twigs and roots for his journaling and stuff like that. And yeah, he's sort of feeling the ramifications. Oh, that's a big word.
Ooh, that is a big word.
Feeling the ramifications of his powers at this point, after sort of the last couple of days, where he's now actually killed some people, so he's feeling a bit weird and unsure of himself right now.
So, how many people has Elaris killed at this point? I think, if memory
Technically
serves,
only one, because the guy at the gallows didn't die. I did blast. Well, he died but got up again. Whereas Lord,
he didn't get up. He was too afraid to get up.
But did he start laughing in the end?
I believe he did.
But he did.
He didn't. But now I've now murdered quite brutally Lord Redmond by blasting him into a tree and annihilating his face.
Yeah, you blasted him, but luckily, I say luckily, it was kind of like a two-hander, because if memory serves, Dickie had turned the ground into immovable thorns. And by blasting Lord Redmond back into them, he automatically took the additional damage, so got blasted back and just essentially got scraped down by the thorns. And at least you can take solace in the fact that your first kill, at least it wasn't a quick and merciless kill.
No,
Merciful kill, sorry. It was
kind of sort of a mostly, like, you know, obviously we whittled him down a little bit, but he did kind of get mostly destroyed in one fell swoop off the face.
It's the best kind of swoop.
Exactly.
So, how is Elaris reconciling his, like, humanist nature and the fact that he wanted to remove himself from essentially the affairs of society with the fact that he has now killed quite a notable lord and is a fugitive?
Yeah, he was on the run already, and now he's slightly even more on the run.
Hey, they can't double hang it.
Been granted these powers kind of in an unknown way, so he's sort of both coming to terms with his powers, coming to terms with what he's done, and the kind of conflicting nature of he did the right thing at the time, but you know, at that point he probably has never murdered anyone. At least it was sort of self-defense. So he's going through not the 5 stages of grief, but the 5 stages of whoops, I murdered a guy.
Well, I've been there.
Whoops, I did it again.
I murdered your friend.
Well, actually, that was actually an interesting point, Because obviously in your travel time with each other, presumably Lady Violet has explained a little bit about Lord Redmond. So, with Elaris having killed what's essentially Lady Violet's pursuer, is there any kind of conversation between Lady Violet and Elaris to be had?
Possibly. I mean, I know obviously at the time when he was obliterated, she did sort of rifle through his pockets, so there's definitely, it feels like no love lost. But you know, at one point he was an important person, in quotes, important person in her life, and there's probably a bit of him that feels kind of bad, even if it was someone that she didn't like. It's like, could have maybe figured out a way to not blast him to complete pieces.
Cool, well, thank you for that, Elaris. Now, last and by certainly no means least, we have the lovely, the incandescent Connie Young.
Hi. I'm playing Nycholas, who is big man with big glaive, and he's trying not to use it too often. Because talking things through is a better response than stabbing someone most of the time.
I mean, it certainly can be. And obviously, there are times when you're going to be your back against the wall, so to speak. And when you say talking to someone, are you including very severe intimidation tactics?
I mean, those are words. But let's.
Nicholas does have previous on that.
Yeah. If intimidation isn't the preferred way, but it's certainly a way. If it stops violence.
Okay, I can respect that. So my question for you regarding Nycholas is, obviously he was previously a member of the cloth. He was a former witch hunter who has now turned against them. And obviously part of being a witch hunter is the devotion to your god, and in this setting it's very much like, no, this is the only god I believe in. This is the only source of magic and everything in the universe. But now Nycholas has seen to the contrary, that there are other forces at play. How is he processing that?
I think, like, there's definitely like a little bits of not fully like comprehending, and I think one of the major things is like he's like thinking of, I think I've got it down in his notes. Yeah, literally, in his notes, when he referred to the guy that we met. I don't remember. But I don't remember
was it?
their name.
Was it a snail?
So the guy that I leapfrogged.
Carnena.
Oh, okay.
He's like, in quotation marks, he's put Carnena down as a Nephilim, or what also in like some of the older testaments, and what some people believe now is the Nephilim were a way for some Christianic beliefs, or well, back then, you know, Judaistic beliefs, to kind of say of, these, like, because it wasn't there is the one true god and then all other gods aren't real. It was, there are a bunch of gods, but our god's the best. And the Nephilim were like a way to explain or it's theorized that they were a way to explain like stuff like Heracles and
Interesting.
like these mighty, powerful heroes that came from other religions and beliefs. So he's very much like they may be like angels and other holy figures that are different, but he still is overall thinking more of God as like the one on top, and then everything else is kind of beneath, like on a separate layer.
Thanks very much, Connor. That's very interesting. Okay, now, obviously, we're all excited to get started again on this journey. So as you step in and you can see that this was a dearly cared for church. It was lovingly painted, and there are wear marks on the stone steps and the pews where there was constant attendance, but now there is a thick layer of dust and the wall is covered with soot and grime, as if no one has even dared enter this church, presumably because of the attacks from a giant dog. As the four of you step in, what is going through your mind and what are you going to do?
I'll go to where that guy was and kind of try and detect if there was anything like a button or like feel the wall or something like that. Investigate.
Like he Scooby-Dooed out of a bookcase.
Yeah. like switch around. He's like, get on it.
So, as you walk up to the end of the wall, can I please ask you to make an investigation check for me? So what, you're specifically checking the wall and seeing if there's any kind of mechanism that just could have allowed his escape?
Or something. Okay, yo. I trip and fall into the wall.
Oh boy, starting off strong tonight.
Oh yeah. I got a few good rolls last time, so
this is payback. So, as far as you could tell, he must have just been a ghost or something. He must have just stepped through the wall, and there was nothing, like no other explanation for it. And you are convinced of the fact, like even if someone were to present you with like the key to a door or something, you'd go, yeah, but he was still a ghost that walked through the wall.
It's just a ghost, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like the nat one punishment is that you are vehemently believing it.
Yeah. Like, no, ghost. Church ghost.
Oh, I need to try and find some silver, some powdered silver. 25 gold's worth of powdered silver.
I mean, it is a church. So, if you guys are willing to hang out in this church for a little while, given time to grind it up, I will say there is always gold and silver and various things in churches. They're quite famous for it. So, I don't know, how does Nycholas feel about looting a church?
Well, it's not looting. It's specifically, I want to get this powdered silver so I can put the dead man outside to rest, because I wish to use it to cast sanctuary on, or not sanctuary, ceremony on him and do burial.
Okay, no, it's... So I'm gonna ask for a wisdom save for you, if that's okay, Nycholas.
There we go.
Oh,
wow.
Big number.
You get the good
The
rolls
biggest,
today.
in fact.
26.
The reason I asked you to make a wisdom save was because there would have been a voice in your head from years of being a member of the cloth is that you do not touch artifacts or anything like that. And you knowing in your heart what the right thing to do is in direct contradiction to that ingrained knowledge. So you really were just convincing yourself as to whether it was okay to do this. And you see no qualms about it. This is a desecrated church. No one is attending. Any finery and gold and silver can be used for the intended purpose of this institution. You can bring a lost soul peace.
I'm just imagining now that the rest of the group hasn't had this communicated to them, and has been Mr. Stuck Up the entire time, and then immediately gets into this church, starts searching and ransacking stuff, like taking bags of silver,
just starts filing them down.
Just having like a real pre-woman moment, just like with all the bags. It's like, yes.
Yeah.
Can we have one stream where we do not mention Pretty Woman?
Huge.
No.
So you got a 20 as well. So what I'll say is, obviously on the altar there is a few coins and other stuff, but because you're doing that, you also see a folded piece of paper that is tucked inside one of the gilded Bibles. But because obviously you're filing down silver, you recognise that this piece of paper in this book may well be important. But you've got other stuff to do. Your priorities are, you're singularly focused on grinding silver.
I'll just point it out to somebody in the group as I'm just sitting there like, important note.
Okay, so who is going to take the book and piece of paper from Sir Nycholas? Well, he's not Sir, is he? No. Just Nycholas. Just Nick to his mates.
Hasn't been knighted.
Yeah.
I can take it. I'm just sat here looking at the leash and wondering how the hell I got in this situation. Like a freeze frame line. Yep, that's me.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Okay, so while Nicholas is grinding down the exact amount of powder that he needs, and again, I would imagine Nicholas is not going to scrape a gram more than he needs. And Elaris is now curled up in the corner, just afraid of the ghost that he's seen. And
fully Derek Akoring in the corner.
Elaris is just in the corner just shouting Mary loves Dick, and then I'm gonna say this here and now, because you rolled a nat 1, and a nat 1 cannot be without consequence. You're now deadly afraid of ghosts. There is just something. You're the only warlock in the world who is afraid of ghosts. So, Dickie, can you please make just obviously, what are you going to? You've been handed the book with this leaf of paper, tucked inside it. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to see that there's a loose bit of paper and I'm going to read it.
So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to drop the book and then...
No, I'm going to keep the book in my hand. I'm not an animal.
Okay.
Still cold.
I'm just gonna, I only want this one. Stop the book.
So, a old and worn piece of paper falls out of the book and is just held in your hand.
Take it.
Tsuchinoka.
A wildebeest.
It's a wild beast. A wild beast is... So something I will say about this Riverfort Zoo of Curiosities, all the pictures are taken from a book about British folklore that I have. and there's a page that has like a thing about an Elizabethan zoo that of like fantasy animals that various places said that you could see in their zoos, and so I just put this together using exactly that.
Oh no, I've just noticed the one in the middle. I'm not sure this is a good place, guys.
Yeah, that's interesting though, isn't it? Because isn't Cordelia your patron of Triton? And didn't Cordelia say that there were forces that were trying to enslave them? I mean, it's probably best not to worry about it. I'm sure it's completely unrelated.
Maybe after finishing filing down silver.
I'm just imagining what the actual animals would have been in real life. Like, the mimic dog is just a dog that's got really long hair. The boa was just a fat snake. And then the other things were just like weird, like, you know when they like get taxidermy but they just like stick bits on that don't really fit there?
Yeah.
Yeah, my favourite.
So the mimic dog was said to be a dog that was raised by apes.
What?
And its fur grew super long, but it had the uncanny ability to just mimic any human it came across. It could move like them, and it could.
Then.
Well, yeah, because it was raised as an ape. Imagine like the conversation, like if someone paid to go see the mimic dog. It's like, oh, did you have a good time at the zoo? No, not really. Why? Did you see the magical creature? No, it was just a dog. Well, it was just a dog, like, so it wasn't a good zoo. Yeah. It was a shih tzu.
Boo.
Thank you everyone, I'll see you again in 2 weeks. But yeah, so Dickie, you've been a highwayman for a little while now, so you probably know the lay of the land.
Yeah.
So you would know that Riverfort is the oldest city in this block of land that these particular groups of humans have decided to call Britannia.
Yes.
It's existed for thousands of years by this point. And it's also not too far from, like, that's where the central goings on in Coldwater. It's not too far away from there, and it's very central, and obviously you've heard tales of the Riverfort Zoo before.
I've always wanted to go.
But as... I do have to ask a question. And I'm not coming for you here.
I'll decide that.
As someone who spent most of their immortal life during, like, as a member of the Wild Hunt, which deals predominantly in magical animals,
Yeah.
how much excitement is Dickie going to get from a zoo that shows animals that presumably he's probably quite familiar with?
Okay, so I'm going to use a bit of my own experience here to validate Dickie's feelings right now. So in, I think it was 2012, I went to Florida. So I went to a Walmart and I was extremely excited to go down the aisle where the British stuff was. Where like the ethnic food, but it was just the British stuff, and it was just like baked beans, ketchup and stuff. Yeah, and it was like, oh my god, I know that stuff. But it's like in a different place, and they think it's all cool, but that's just stuff I can get in the shop.
It's a $17 pack of Jaffa cakes.
I'm like, oh my god, I can have those whatever I want, but these people, exotic.
Eagle-eyed, there wasn't enough time. You may notice that this is the section of the stream where all of our cats appear on screen.
Oh, I'm glad it's not just mine.
Yeah. Link says to another cat, like, oh, I don't want to miss out on this.
Aww.
I too would like to
They're
know
in
my
love.
the internet.
Oh, Link. He has no brain cells.
This is so
None.
funny.
Just like, this is bullshit.
Sit
This
with
is
cats,
absolute
they
bullshit.
pick their moments. That's so funny.
So, Dickie, how do you communicate this leaflet to the rest of the founders?
So,
And right hand.
I have a very specific scene in mind. Matt's gonna hate this.
you
know the trampoline.
That's
exactly what Dick
like,
is. It's just like, guys.
Zob!
Riff is the car. Riff is the car researchy. Animals.
I just running from person to person,
shoving
this
piece of paper in their face.
Just
absolute
a
babbling monster.
Okay,
I'm just glad there's no ghosts. Oh, we're good.
Okay, so because Elaris is now convinced that Dickie is possessed by a ghost. Lady Violet and Nycholas, can you please make? Can you please make a medicine check for me?
Ain't no medicine gonna get ghost possession.
Rolling too well today. What's wrong?
Is this suspicious?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Going to explode later.
Lady Violet and Nycholas, both of you can understand what Dickie's trying to say. It's like the equivalent of when, I'm just speaking from experience, when your toddler comes out and starts babbling at you, and everyone's like, what are they talking about? But as the parent, you know exactly what they're asking for. That is now the current situation. Lady Violet and Nycholas are just looking like, okay, zoo in room 4. Okay, we're a bit busy right now, bud.
No. We go now. Let's go now. Why not?
Give me like a few hours. I need to grind down all this, and then dig a grave, and then make a headstone.
A couple of sticks will do.
Yeah, we can tie some sticks together and make a cross. I mean, I don't want to do that, but someone else can do that.
Yes,
Maybe I can. Yeah. You're so good at it. You'd be so good at it.
I think maybe it would be worthwhile. I'm just gonna root around.
Break off some chair legs or something.
Yeah, maybe like a chair back.
Dickie, can you please make an intelligence save for me?
You do get a +2 if you're standing within 10 feet of me.
Oh,
Which you are, so we'll call that a 13.
13, yes.
Okay, so as you're running around, like waving this flyer in everyone's face, for the briefest moment, a flash in your brain, you run back, grab the book that it fell out of, then continue waving the flyer in everyone's face.
I don't want to lose that. So whilst everyone is doing like the grave stuff and all of that, I'm going to sit with the book and flick through the book because maybe that will keep my brain busy until we can leave to go to the zoo.
Okay, so immediately you notice burned into the front of it is the Witch Hunter's crest. And again, the whole book appears to be written in that cipher. What information would you try and glean from that?
Could I try to decipher the cipher?
Potentially.
I think Dickie's quite a fan of puzzles. Fays love tricky stuff like that. I think I've probably done a few in my time, and I think I know how to start with like the single letters are usually A. Get a couple of vowels in. Job's good.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Nycholas, can you please make a survival check for me?
Certainly can. I don't get a +2 from that. I'm not too bad though. Now, watch that I've said that. I'm gonna roll back. Yep.
Okay.
1.
So I tend to use survival checks for like the ability to make stuff from stuff that's around you. That's how I've always interpreted it. Because you rolled a 1, you are crap at grinding this silver, and you are absolutely crap at putting together like this headstone and getting everything prepared. So Dickie, you have ample time to try and flick through it. It was going to be a thing that if Nycholas, you had passed, it would have been harder for you to...
Oh.
I just imagine there's like 3 different times that I've like tried to do the headstone. It's like, that's... Why do I put an E? There's not an E there. Moves it over. Does it again.
You can just hear... Ching, ching, ching. Oh, fuck! You just keep coming in, getting like more silver, more filing down. It's just like a repeated process. Again, Elaris, you're in a very old building and you're terrified of ghosts that you're now convinced are in this building. What are you currently doing?
At this point, I'm probably going to sort of, calm myself down from the confusion and fear of the there's a ghost, and I kind of make my way over to sort of the middle part of the church, and I'm going to root in my little pouch and kind of take out some of my sort of herbs and barks and things, and I'm just going to sort of start crushing a few things and then just start nibbling them, just eating random barks just to kind of calm myself down, and then keep rooting around trying to find something. No, I don't have any salt, but I might have some kind of salty bark.
Okay, Lara, can you make a constitution save for me, please?
A constitution save?
I'm just imagining it's going to be like a licorice root or something, and you're just going to violently shoot yourself.
Oh, licorice is fucking gross.
I was going to go full electric strawberry with it.
Oh, we're okay, we're fine. There we go, I've had my 1, now I've got 20.
So yeah, you know exactly which roots to have. You've got a bit of willow bark, which is...
This is the good one.
Relieving your stress headache, and then now like some calming roots, some echinacea is there. And now you're feeling a little bit more at ease, and you can because you rolled a 20, I'm going to say you can now function. You're still afraid of ghosts, but you're not going to freeze when you see them. And you're more functional, and you're now noticing the flyer that Dickie is still just sort of holding in his hand, like in one hand while he's going through like the book. Lady Violet, you've had quite a big day. Your fiancé, who was really the whole reason you became an adventurer, he was the catalyst at least, has presumably been murdered outside right now, and your new friend Nycholas is making a grave for him. What is going through Lady Violet's mind right now?
I think she is somewhat relieved, but I think she's kind of a bit anxious about how excited she is for him to not be around and what that says about her.
So it's almost like, oh, well, how can I be so happy that a man has died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's an understandable way to feel. So, how is Lady Violet combating that? Or is she just sat on a pew stewing? Or is she trying to keep herself busy?
I think I don't have the cipher or anything, do I? I have the pouch of jewellery and stuff that glows. Could I take a closer look at that, maybe rifle through and just have a look at it
Yeah, of course you can.
a bit closer?
So, again, like, you've got ample time to do this. So, currently, Elaris has already made his check. He is calming himself down and is now keeping wary and is now looking around, being present, but on guard, which is, always a good way to be, particularly in a world such as this. Nycholas is now painstakingly building a grave and trying to sanctify this poor man's soul. Well, he wasn't poor. He was also kind of a dick, but I think it speaks to Nycholas that even people like Lord Redmond deserve a proper burial in Nycholas's eyes. And, okay, so Dickie, can you please make I suppose realistically this would be a investigation check.
Okay.
Okay, 17, that's pretty good.
17.
Pretty good.
So I will come back to you, Lady Violet, about the jewellery. So you are able to start making out repeated words. You can see, obviously aside from the ands and the thes, and obviously you recognise Bogart straight away whenever you see it written down. You also make out the words power, because that's repeated quite frequently. Usurp. I don't know. Dickie's a strange one. It's strange that he got to usurp before he got to like sky or something.
Makes sense.
I mean, presumably you've deciphered a few words, but the ones that seem important are power, usurp, and charlatan.
Ooh.
As well as like dog, cat, sky, water,
Okay.
hate, triton.
Hate dog.
But yeah,
Why hate dog?
and the words, and you can make out like some things like that don't really have a cipher. It's things like various different species that you've encountered, so like tritons, and giants, and angels as well are referenced quite frequently.
Okay.
Okay, Lady Violet, similarly, can you please make a Arcana check for me?
Certainly can do. Damn. I was about to say, oh man, it's weird having a low Arcana.
Yeah.
But that low Arcana was enough to sense that despite these jewelry items not being, they're just made from like painted carved wood, like nothing special about them. It's probably lead paint as well, so you don't want to get too close to it. But each one has almost like a locket inside it that is holding something else. One by one, you start to open each piece. The first one has what appears to be a tiny piece of staghorn. The second one has a pearl.
Okay.
The third one has a tiny scroll that's tied, like, you know, the really small ones you can get in like little vials.
Yeah.
One of those.
Okay.
And on it there is a symbol. And the last one is what appears to be a woven collection of horsehairs that have been woven together.
Interesting. Would I recognise the symbol that's on this scroll, or is it something I wouldn't recognise?
You can certainly make a history check.
Okay.
No, you would.
Oh my god.
Today, huh? I think that's the third one already. So it just seems like oblique and faded, and you. If anything, it's more frustrating because it's one of those things that you feel like you have seen before somewhere, but you have no way of knowing when you saw it, or even if it was the same thing that you saw. You know when you have those little brain farts. That's what's happening right now, and that's even more annoying to you than just not knowing.
Goodness sake. That isn't the story of my life.
Okay, so with everything that's going on, I'm just going to go one by one and just ask each of you individually, based on the order that you did things, individually how it's going with what it is that you're attempting to do, and what you feel the next step logically would be for your character. So let's start with Nycholas.
So I think with that one from earlier, it is really testing his drive and patience, and I have already put down in my notes that he has put a note down to himself that in future he must pay more respects to and apologize to the people in mortuary businesses because he thought it was easy.
So Nycholas's next arc is going to be just making the world a better place for undertakers.
Yeah, he's going to try.
I mean specifically the wrestler, the Undertaker, who weirdly exists in this universe.
After getting everything done and putting Redmond to rest, probably see what the fuck Dickie was so excited about.
But I mean, assuming that you can. So you pointed out that you recognised. So Connor recognised that there was some tritons in the middle of what is being sold as a zoo, and obviously Nycholas has come into contact with tritons as well before, and knows them to be sentient and far removed from an animal that you would find in a zoo. What would Nycholas feel about that specifically?
That with the level of, they seem to be, if not a little misguided and arrogant, they still seem to be people, and that it probably shouldn't be having them as attractions.
Okay. That's thank you very much, Nycholas. I think that is pretty fair, particularly with just the track record of this team. Enslaving people is bad. Hot take. Okay, so Elaris. You've calmed down. You've got a 20. You've kind of stilled yourself a bit. You're wary of ghosts, but your brain is now open to like potentially other options. Even though ghosts is still going to be your first port of call. You're able now to be convinced otherwise because you've taken enough. I don't want to say drugs, but you've definitely mellowed out.
I might have essentially just like combining random twigs and herbs into some kind of weird, not hallucinogen, but like the calming down parts of the drugs. I'm like, this one's good, this one's good.
So Nycholas is grinding down pieces of silver to make dust. You're grinding down leaves to make CBD oil.
Yeah, I'm like, very good.
Making gummies in the corner.
This one makes the melatonin. Very good.
Well done.
I ordered you to do it.
So your much what is now currently your thought process? So obviously you're open to accept the fact that maybe it wasn't a ghost that you saw, even though ghosts are shifty and you know that there's definitely a ghost here, whether that was the ghost or not. What other ideas are now running through your head that you think might be a cause for investigation?
So at this point, I guess I probably would have noticed like Lady Violet looking at these sort of strange lockets, and I imagine I would notice the things that are coming out of them. And my first thought was that there was four things and 4 items.
It might be a little bit of a reach, but the 4 items were sort of similar to our kind of quote unquote sort of patron bossy dudes, like the staghorn of Perla and like something up and the hair. I was like, the pearl is kind of like underwatery, so for like the Triton. And I was like, which ones could kind of sit with those 4 people? Almost like this is like a way that they're sort of keeping tabs on our bosses. So I'm going to kind of try and think and investigate that in my brain, going, okay, so that one sort of links to that one, but what about the horsehair and a little bottle, or a little vial in the bottle?
Okay. So that is a very astute train of thought. And so we just check your character sheet for something. Okay, good. So I can see in your character sheet that you don't have any inspiration points. You now have an inspiration point.
Oh, I do. I guess I can see the little thing lit up.
Because you are... That was Poirot levels of investigation. I am... with that, I'm going to allow you to make an investigation, a perception check. And I could be the thought in your head that puts like the other thing. I'll give you a bit more insight into what the scroll and the horsehair was.
Okay, perception. Let's go for perception. Come on, good rolls. Don't be shit. Okay.
Okay, fantastic. So,
and that's the first one. 2 in a row. I did get 2 in a row. Something's going on.
You also got a nat 1 as well.
That's true.
No, I'm just saying it's extremes with Elaris.
Yes.
So horsehair woven together like that is typically only done as a string for an instrument. Like a lyre or a lute or something would have woven horsehair. Like woven together so tightly. Otherwise they would use like guts and stuff, like stretched out. But that would be harder to recognize as horsehair as you just described. So So that is an instrument with strings. You also recognize the symbol that's on the vial scroll, which you recognize from your esoteric learning, shall we say, as being the seal of the pin dragon.
Your boy Arthur. Interesting.
I think.
So I'll kind of like relay what kind of information I has gathered from these items to Lady Violet, who's standing there, and everyone else who's sort of, I guess we're all sort of nearby anyway, and say these items must mean something, and this symbol I recognize as being the symbol of, is it like the Pendragon house, like a crest? Or just like a...
It is in the very Game of Thrones kind of bloodline way.
Yeah, it's not like it's a dragon, it's like a symbol. Yeah.
So it's like a coat of arms for the Pendragon lineage. And with the Dickie.
So what exactly
Yes.
is Dickie thinking?
I am so curious about what these humans think these animals are, because to me they look very ordinary and very normal and not particularly bizarre at all. So I'm very excited to see how much they got right. Are they real? Are they stuck together? Are they new magical breeds that they've made? It's just pure curiosity of what on earth they think these mythical creatures are compared to the actual mythical creatures that I have seen and can.
So it's almost like Dickie wants to go to the zoo of curiosities as a sociologist to kind of understand what humans perceive a curiosity to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that in turn is a curiosity for Dickie. Curiosity is all the way down, baby.
Yeah.
Can you please make a second investigation check for me? You're rolling good today.
Well, now you've said that, it's gonna be awful. Yeah.
As I said, I was good at something. I got a 1. So.
The reason you struggled with it is because it was two words together like frequently. So you just assumed it was one word. That too many letters for you to be able to translate. But after looking. It seems to be talking about some kind of a hybrid or half-breed child is the exact nomenclature it's using.
Okay. Gotta keep an eye out for these kids. Very suspicious of children.
Lady Violet, you've now found each of these things which Elaris has likened to each of your patrons. What is Lady Violet currently planning or thinking or assuming her next step should be?
I think perhaps to gather people around and see which ones perhaps put these back with the people that maybe they were intended to be for or have come from. And kind of, I'll just shout over and say, and I think for like the one that I know, probably for Nycholas is the pearl, I would assume. I'll just hold the pearl up and pass it over. and just say, I think this belongs to you. Maybe?
I don't recognize it.
Oh, your patron, is it not?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like I dropped it or something.
I think I'd just giggle and just put it in his hand. So then I pass the thorn to you.
I thank you.
And I immediately put it in the middle of my forehead and like twist hair around it so it makes like a unicorn horn. Like, how does it look?
Tiniest little piece of stuff.
Yeah, does it look good?
Just like
You
a
look
bit
as
of dirt in your hair.
dashing as ever. Oh gosh, okay. So the tiny skull of Pendragon on. I'm assuming. I don't know.
That's you, isn't it?
Is that me?
Yeah, that'd be yours.
Because it was you, or because your patron was
Morgana,
Morgana,
sibling.
maybe Fey.
half sister of King Arthur.
Artie boy.
Okay, I guess I look at my tiny
A's in the
little
chat for
skull.
Arthur.
Hey. And horsehair, I pass up to Elaris. Is this for you, maybe?
I guess so. I sort of hold it to my ear and I'm like, I feel like this could make some sound. This used to make some sound. Like just a single like hair. It's like
Laris, would you weave your hair and I can weave the horsehair in like extensions?
oh, I could. That'd be good. I could
But just
I could have like
one
a
long
mini
hair.
Padawan braid.
Yes, whatever that
Something
is.
like this long.
I'm excited to put that in on Hero Forge.
Yay!
And Nycholas, if you get behind me, you can braid my hair, and then Lady Violet, if you go behind Nycholas, you can braid his hair.
I've
Is your hair
never
long
had
enough to braid?
actually braid anyone's hair. Always had someone to do it for me.
Well, presumably as well, as a changeling, you can just change
into someone
into a
with
different
hair.
hairstyle.
Yeah. You have to keep up
Oh.
appearance. I'd probably have a handmaid, would I not? Swanning about a manor house, I'd have to keep up appearances and make regular appointments at ye olde salon.
So as
You're welcome.
Elaris is having his hair is braided by Dickie,
Bending down.
It's like really tiny as well. So I'm like,
well, presumably Elaris, like, he spends most of his time talking to frogs, so he knows to get lower.
He knows how to get down.
Okay, that was a good treatment. On to you. Okay, so Nycholas, you have the thankless task of performing a ceremony is all but finished. You've got all the bits together, and now all that's left is for you to say a few words before you can leave this place and go on to the next step on your adventure.
There's a moment where Nycholas kind of turns to the group, and there's just like a no, probably nobody's gonna want to be at the funeral.
Everyone giving you the death stare.
Well, whoever wants to join can. Though this is laying him to rest, so at least like to keep it mostly respectful, even though he may have not deserved it.
I think I feel kind of bad that he's gone through so much effort, and I kind of, get up, brush my legs, step on, and kind of have a sense of propriety about things.
So Dickie is probably quite an interesting one.
Because seeing Nycholas step outside and then Lady Violet follow, Dickie, from what I can tell, loves nothing more than following weird human customs.
Yeah. This is very unusual because, I mean, Fey funerals don't really happen.
Yeah.
It's immortal. So.
There's a reason they're called one lives.
Exactly. So it's all brand new. So I think after I'm done with that cool ass braid, I'm gonna kind of stand by the door, like I'm not really participating, kind of David Attenboroughing just outside the circle kind of thing, just kind of paying attention but not really feeling comfortable enough to join it. Like the first time at improv.
And Elaris, you don't want to stay in the church all on your own, do you? With all the ghosts.
No, I'll walk to the door as we're sort of leaving, sort of turn around and just kind of look back at the church and where the figure disappeared and just be like, "Fuck you, ghost," and just walk off.
So, not to put anyone on the spot, least of all you, Connor, but I need you now to make a eulogy for Lord Redmond.
Okay. Turns to Lady Violet. His name was Redmond, right? Do you know the first one? Like,
his name was Edward.
alright.
Eddie Reddy.
I'm so that was also in character. I'm so sorry.
We are gathered to put to rest a man that may have been horribly misguided in life and caused much pain and suffering, and certainly caused many problems for those around him. But in death, at least, we can pay respects to. Kind of looks over at Dickie for a second. Mostly fellow man. All that we can hope for this person is that the one that judges gives him a treatment that he earned both in life through actions and through his beliefs, both those that were seen and unseen.
Okay, guys, that was a beautiful eulogy, Nycholas. And
At the end of the eulogy, Dickie does start clapping.
where to now, guys? Dickie, do you have any thoughts?
Zoo. I want to go to the zoo. Guys, are we on the way to the zoo now?
I feel like we should head to the zoo.
Yeah.
It seems like an interesting place to go, and obviously, alongside all of the trinkets that we found, this is obviously something important. Maybe not left for us, but it was definitely left by someone. So I would say this is our sort of first port of call, I guess, at this point. Also, I want to see the funny dog. Well, that's not a dog. It's a sheep.
Okay, so looking at the map, You are currently here in Blytheborough. Please excuse poor drawing. Now, Riverfort is just here. So, it's maybe like a day's walk on foot.
Okay.
Something I will say about Riverfort. I promised myself I wouldn't, but so the city of Colchester is called Colchester because Chester is a fort, and so it's a fort on the River Colne. So Colchester, and Colne literally means stony river in Old English. So Riverfort is Colchester, but obviously
Yo one, baby.
And obviously the oldest town, well, it's a city, isn't it? The oldest city.
Yeah, it got changed to a city, so it's... I think there's records of another city which is older, but it was the oldest town, so now there's... Yeah, now it's changed to a city. It's no longer got that title, and the rent and bills in the area skyrocketed because it's now a city, so I can get away with it.
That explains a lot.
I thought you were still talking about Atlantis. I was like, I think the rent in Atlantis is probably quite low. They've got a serious damp problem.
Everything is waterside property.
That's true. Great for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys are walking along, how are you guys going to take the obvious path, or are you going to sneak about a little bit? Or how are you guys going to get on foot to Ridenfort City, where the grass is green and the girls are so?
I would say that Dickie would recommend walking like just along the tree line of the path, so that we're not on the road, but like we're not completely hidden. So, but we can dive into the bushes if needs be, kind of thing.
Well, I think first.
Go ahead, Nycholas.
Oh. Because he fucking exploded.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Welcome back. Let's just elk. So quick question for Dickie actually regarding this.
Yeah.
You spent a long time on the highway then.
Yeah.
This is presumably quite a busy road.
Yeah.
Is Dickie still inclined to stand and deliver?
No, I think the aggression was never there. It was more out of necessity, and now that necessity isn't there. And so maybe using some of the skills of tracking through woods and knowing areas and that, but no desire to stop any carriages that go by, and probably more inclined to hide away from them as to not bring attention to ourselves.
Okay, I think that's pretty fair. And how is everyone else feeling on this journey? Are you guys talking to each other? Are you trying to plan anything? Are you trying... What are you guys doing?
I'm probably sort of walking alongside, next to the road, like just off the road as well. Kind of
replenishing up some of those tasty barks and twigs I've just eaten. And sort of talking to Dickie about, their past and thinking, oh, if you were a highwayman, you would know like what things to look out for along the way, you know, the ways to trap people and things that we might go, there's a downed log there. That's definitely a place where they're stopping people. So how will we navigate those situations, and what do we need to do to keep ourselves out of trouble, away from maybe, I say in the nicest way, more proficient highwaymen?
I'm giving away all the inside secrets.
Dickie, what do you respond to Elaris in terms of how comfortable is Dickie at keeping everyone safe?
I think Dickie is quietly confident because this is very much their place that they feel comfortable, like in the woods.
Yeah.
Being very observant of things, being very like trying to make a plan, thinking about 20 different things at once. So like the leaflet for the zoo has gone in the pocket. We're not thinking about that right now. What is important is getting to the zoo. So it is concentrating on the road and feeling very comfortable with finally feeling competent and feeling like they have a bit of knowledge and a bit of control, because on the hunt they were so not inept, but not they weren't
Not yet.
they were definitely the lowest rung of the ladder. So to finally feel like they have something to offer is making them quietly proud and quietly confident, just feeling like, okay, no, I feel like I can actually help with this, but I've actually got something to offer today.
Okay. All right, Dickie, you need please. So as you are walking along and explaining like what your duty is, and how you protect people, when you're showing off quite a lot, you're showing like bravado, like every as you're talking, you'll pull out one of your guns, fire into seemingly nothing, and then you just hear like a squawk, and then you bend down without breaking eye contact with Elaris, hold up a pheasant. And like, hey,
It's a robin.
like
A blue tit.
like providing food, you're jumping around, being nimble, making sure that Lady Violet doesn't step in that hole, because the way that these particular nettles grow is they can lead to so many broken bones because people tend to not give them enough mind.
You've got to be careful out there.
You're even making sure that Nycholas's elk is being fed the right kind of grass, and you are really flourishing, and everyone sees you as a guide, and you are so singularly focused, I know I've used that phrase a few times today, on keeping your friends safe, that you fail to notice that you have just walked straight into the back of someone wearing a sandwich board, who was ringing a bell. They were not hard to spot. They weren't hiding, they were ringing a bell with a sandwich board, and as you're facing the wrong way, you just bumped and both of you fall over.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry about your outfit. Let me help you put your dress back on.
Your big wooden dress.
It's a very unusual dress. I like it a lot. I like the way you can customize the word. What ones have you chosen today?
See the growing stone.
See the growing stone.
Yeah, I was told by the village elders to try and bump up tourism. And
I take my gun and point it at his head. Are you a pervert?
no. I was like, this just works Saturdays.
On my first day, I just need to. Do you want to go see the growing stone?
Wait, so, okay, fine. Tell me about the stone. The growing stone? Stones don't grow, sweetheart.
Well, that's what's magical about this one.
Has he left the sandwich board?
Because, like you said, his genitals hadn't grown.
I am taking the sandwich board.
He's
I am wearing the fun wooden
sadly
dress.
walks back to the small little settlement.
I will walk up,
dragging like his arms,
singular gold piece,
like flapping. He just looks at it and he just looks.
fun wooden dress.
Okay, can I give you some advice?
Yeah.
For your kindness. I don't know what the stone is. But we've never had guards in our little village before.
Guys, what shall I write on my dress? What about Stone's rule? So we can be like, we can say that we're super fans of Stone.
What shall I write?
You could like write a good pun. You could be like Stone's Rock.
What about?
Yes. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna write on my wooden dress.
Stones rock. Okay, so as you get that little bit closer, and I mean, you're not dressed inconspicuously.
I don't know what you mean.
Wearing a sandwich board that says Stones rock. Which, to be fair, maybe inconspicuous for a place like this.
Yeah. We're tourists.
All four of you immediately recognise these two guards.
Oh yeah, it's the same dudes.
So what are you guys going to try and do? Are you going to try and get close to the stone, try to figure out what it is? Are you just going to leave? Where were we? Blacksaw Stone. There's no wrong answers here, guys. But yeah, so it's those
I
same
feel like there
two
definitely
guards.
is.
It looks like it is just a stone. And can everyone please make everyone make an intelligence save for me? Okay, so I think with those kind of numbers, like sort of middling but above high, all of you are incredibly suspicious that guards would.
We've seen these guys
These
before.
guards that seem to be hired
Probably not the
by
first time it's just walk straight up to
Tuck.
like, suck, can we look at the rock?
Yeah, I don't think I can really talk to these people.
Well, I know someone who can.
Who?
Someone who can change their appearance.
Oh yeah.
This is true.
Okay. And I just kind of shake. And I turn into the big farmhand person that I was when I escaped from the thing. So just like a generic person that hopefully that they've not seen before.
Just as you're doing that, Nycholas, you notice that there is a sign that's been put up at the largest house. It says days without witches. Just as you 360. Nycholas, you notice that they're in her lurch guys going to do. How are they going to approach?
I just
In your new form.
just kind of. So I take a look at Stone.
In her lurch guys going to yes, very good. Can you get back behind the line, please?
Oh yeah. So what's the deal? Have you seen it grow?
No one's seen it grow, but no one's touched it, and I rest assured we've been on guard the whole time.
Why are two important men like you watching this? It ain't grown.
Can you make a performance check for me, please? But this is going to have quite a low DC. Okay. So the thinner and younger guard uses that blunderbuss to scratch his head just under his helmet, lifting it up slightly. Well, sir, it would appear that the powers that be have taken interest in it. They haven't told us why, but they've also linked it to the very successful witch hunt rate that is around this particular village. It's being heralded
seeing anything.
as the #1 witch-free zone due to our quick
I'm sorry.
and prompt
I just
diligence. They haven't told us why, but they've also linked it to the very successful witch hunt rate that is around this particular village. It's being heralded
seeing anything.
as the #1 witch-free zone due to our quick
I'm sorry.
and prompt
I just
diligence. It's almost as if in
weird.
the back of your mind you can hear what sounds like a baby crying, but just constantly, but it's so quiet you're not even sure if it's just your own thoughts catching up with you or if
Probably
there is a baby nearby that's crying.
and see if I can see any like open windows or sorts or shutters where a baby sound might be coming from, or someone carrying baby.
So, looking around, you can't see any like open shutters or anything that a baby would be coming from.
There is something suspicious that you do notice, even though it isn't what you're looking
town
for.
that is so proud.
The very south side of the town, there is a corpse cart
That is mighty suspicious.
having no
Almost like someone
witches.
might be killing people.
To have
being
that
accused of
amount
witchcraft,
of dead
some might
bodies
say.
nearby is
What?
always cause for suspicion.
No.
I don't think this is that kind of campaign, you know.
No.
Yeah, I'm not brave enough to tackle such a recent. It's not like, I mean, it's not like
Controversies of
What?
recent years.
Yeah, it's not like witch hunts happen today, and that's something we need to be extra diligent of. And if we don't learn from history, we're doomed to repeat.
Yeah, I'm not brave enough to tackle.
I'm assuming they're kind of like tucked away somewhere behind a wall or behind a building.
No, I am suspicious.
And I'm kind of
I think
walking
this
away
might have been
from
based
the
on real people.
offices, kind of, in a big farmhand kind of way. And then as soon as I get around the corner,
So,
I kind
Violet,
of
do you
revert back
relay
to
any of
Lady
that or
Violet's
any of your
mannerisms,
findings
but
to
without
the
changing form. So I'm kind of just like flicking my hair, except I'm a farmhand and there's no hair to flick.
Look the beard.
And I'm just kind of relaying this information back to my usual sort of received pronunciation kind of thing. And just, oh, wait, and then kind of swimming back to myself.
Just
Assuming that the remaining three of your party are hiding around the corner, I think it's only fair for the three of them to make stealth checks.
Ooh.
Stealthy boy.
so assuming that the
That
remaining
makes
three of your
sense.
party
Hey, yo.
It's always interesting, like from the tone
hiding around the
that people
corner.
use, like you know, even
I
though
think
the
it's
character
only
has
fair.
the lowest stealth stats.
for the three of them to make stealth checks.
Oh, you're wearing armor, aren't you?
I have heavy armor.
Oh shit.
So if you're
It's like
stealth,
clink, 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 clink.
My passive stealth looking at this is 4?
so as Lady Violet is regaling all of you with this story,
So if you're stealth
Nicholas, you feel something very sharp at the base of your neck. Everyone looks up and sees a man holding
Okay, so guards,
flame.
we
but the
found
face-
more witches.
As you're
19.
being
That's pretty
walked into the centre of town, Lady, you're all pushed. Lady Violet and Dickie, you're both pushed straight to the ground.
Well, I've got my sandwich board to deal with, so that definitely didn't help.
Boom, boom, boom.
As the two of you fall
You're in. It's like,
and your
so you are to the ground.
heads connect with the gravel
Easier it is to hear.
road that you're being thrown
Nicholas
onto.
and Elaris,
You hear that
who are still
screaming,
on their feet.
and
I think Dickie's a little
who
bit out of
are
it
still on their
and is
feet.
just laying on the floor, like
You just hear the words.
face first, and just stroking the.
Let's send them to the
gravel
accused. Use the gifts
Shush,
that were given to us by
gravel
the
baby.
Bogart man.
Shush, gravel baby. Hush up, gravel baby. On the treetop. When the gravel falls, the gravel will rock.
Dickie, as you notice that the wailing simmers down based on your singing, like the more you sing, the quieter, and eventually the wailing starts becoming like a cooing, putting two and two together with what the rock is. You have a suspicion that this might not be a rock at all. It might just be
a gravel baby.
It might just be something
giant baby.
So as the crying, the rock starts to rumble and almost unfold. And Elaris, you are correct. So as stone giant baby,
Damn, you are on it tonight.
The rock starts to rumble.
That is an outfit.
And almost unfolds. I was trying to be like, what's the most toddlery thing that I can put her in?
Yeah.
And
so many bright
Elaris,
colours.
you are correct.
That's my eyes.
It is a stone giant baby. As the stone giant baby
turn around and looks aghast at what they on her bum.
The entire village goes quiet. Even the guards turn around and look.
aghast at
Use the tools he gave us to protect us from the witches. This is unholy magics. Use the science.
Unholy magic.
Dickie looks over at
You
the
hear like
baby
the
and is like,
murmurings of
"Oh,
people
good baby, good."
use
good
the science.
baby."
Use the
Like,
new
definitely had a
gods.
concussion out of it, so it's like, "Oh, good baby." Ah.
Can everyone please just make an insight check for me? Just very quickly.
Good baby. Good baby. Like, so it definitely had a concussion or something. So it's like, oh, good baby.
Oh, Jesus.
Can everyone
Numbers.
please just make
Oh,
an
so many
insight check
numbers.
for me? Just very quickly.
Not very insightful.
Okay, so
I have no idea what's going on. I've got a concussion.
Elaris and Dickie are somewhat confused by everything that's going on. But Lady Violet and Nycholas. Okay, so looking at this baby, Elaris and
how
Dickie
stone giants are depicted,
and she's also reasonably small for what would be considered one of the mountain giants. Confused by everything that's going on.
Wasn't,
But Lady Violet and
giant.
Nycholas,
but there was obviously something
looking at
more
this
magical
baby,
in her. Hence her
doesn't
bright
look
blue
like
eyes
how
and
stone
her
giants are
ability to
depicted.
remain hidden so
And
long.
she's also reasonably small
Now,
for what would be
Dickie and
considered one of
Elaris,
the mountain
The
giants.
reason you guys weren't able to know
It's
that
almost
you
as
are
if
much
she
more panicked
wasn't
what's
full
going on around
giant.
you can hear,
But there was obviously
talkings
something
of the-
much more magical in her, hence her bright
You can
blue
hear
eyes
talking
and her
of-
ability to remain hidden so long. Now, Dickie and Elaris, the reason you guys with these sciences and the gifts
is
that
being wielded
Bogart left them to protect them from witches.
closer
As
to the four of you.
you're
Guards
bringing
step
yourself
forward,
back up to your
nodding at
knees,
the men and
you
women who are
hear
dragging
the
this
creaking
corpse
of
cart
wheels
closer,
as the corpse cart is being wheeled
signalling that they're doing the right thing.
closer
As
to the four of you.
one of the
The
villagers
guards step forward,
puts a handful of
nodding
powder
at the men and women who are dragging this
throws it
corpse cart
over the
closer,
corpses. You see the whole cart
signalling that they're doing the right thing.
a sickly green colour.
As
You can hear the crunch
one of the villagers
and
takes a handful of powder
and the
in their hand and throws it over the corpses. You see the whole cart start to glow a sickly green colour. You can hear the crunching of bones and the squelching, tearing sound of flesh being ripped apart and back together.
When emerging
what sounds like murmuring bursts into a roar. Now,
every piece
fully screaming in fear
together to form something
as the villagers cheer when emerging
the villagers
from the corpse cart is no longer a single corpse.
Was bestowed on them to protect
Evil-looking reanimated version of every piece of corpse put together to form something much more monstrous and new. The villagers around it are cheering,
and 2 others get away,
celebrating their new weapon that was bestowed on them to protect them from witches like the 4 of you.
Lurching figure,
but the cheering doesn't
slowly start shambling
appease the accused at all.
And that,
it grabs one by its head and crushes it in its hand. 2 others get battered away and immediately eviscerated on the floor.
Local time.
This horrible, lurching figure slowly starts shambling towards
I got no channel divinities and 2 level 1
that,
spell slots.
I think,
Let's go.
is where we're going to end the session for today, as it is 20 past 11. It's on the floor.
Local time.
This horrible, lurching figure slowly starts shambling towards
I got no channel divinities and 2 level 1 spell slots.
I think,
let's go.
Is
tell your friends and
because number 1 rule, try and break my game. I also have another star and another wish. So my star is obviously for all the viewers, everyone who logged in, watched us do our thing and chat with us.
If you're so inclined.
And my wish is for you to tell your friends and check all of us out on social media. I've got all of our links in below everyone's lovely faces.
Maybe the character sheet will be up there for you.
And if you're so inclined, feel free to join our Patreon. You can get high quality images that were art assets that were made for the game, and also a little behind the scenes peek